since the draft, man, we've been really looking forward to this, man. And we want to first of all say appreciated John Robinson, man. He was out there wheeling and dealing like Ric Flair, man. Woo! Ric Flair wheeling and dealing, diamond ring wearing, gold chain wearing, limousine driving, airplane riding, John Robinson. Woo! J-Rob, appreciate it, bro. All right, so let's look at our first round pick, man. All right, Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, the first round pick number 18 from Philadelphia via New Orleans via trade. Treylon Burks is now a member of the Tennessee Titans. We were able to move up 8 picks, and we got the wide receiver. So, have you all had an opportunity to see this guy play? If not, we're going to show you what's up, man. So, Jacques,
yes, sir.
What you think about Treylon Burks, bro?
Man, Treylon is, to me, and what they say, the best receiver in the draft. I mean, these are rookies, so hopefully you go get the Justin Jefferson, the Jamar Chase effect, right? But he played in the SEC 1, first round pick 2, and he's AJ Brown and Deebo Samuels mixed together, right? Not as fast. He's not the fastest guy. Okay, I can take that, right? Matter of fact, you might say AJ Brown's a little bit faster than him, but I love the pick. The pick was dope, man. The pick was amazing. And each year that he progressed in school, he got better, right? I think Hawk, I don't know if you have his stats, but I think his second year was like 100-something yards, and then his junior year or whatever, the second year, sophomore year, I think it was like 800-something yards, and then I think this year was like 1,100-something yards.
1,100 yards, that's correct.
Yeah, yep. So each year he got better, and that shows me when a player progresses each year, that transitions to the NFL very well. Now, his rookie season, you're asking a lot from.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll talk about the AJ Brown thing later, but you're asking him a lot. You put a lot of pressure on his shoulders to say, hey, Treylon, we want you to come out here and be the number 1 receiver. Now, if we didn't do that for AJ Brown, how can we make that happen for Treylon Burks, right?
Yeah.
But if I ask, do I like the pick? I love the pick, right? If I'm going to trade AJ Brown away, let me get his clone, right? Let me get a younger version of AJ Brown, a cheaper version of AJ Brown, and at least make me feel some type of better. Because I'm telling y'all, I was in New Orleans, and that trade went down, and I had to pull me back some, man, because that didn't feel right. That felt like a girlfriend just left me. But if I got to ask and say, do I love the pick? I like the pick, man. I give you some strengths and weaknesses. His strength, man, of course, he's a big body receiver, right? He catches with his hands. He's a pure receiver. Now, I'm not saying AJ Brown is not, but he's a pure receiver. He knows how to run routes. Weaknesses, blocking. He's not the best blocker, right? And the Titans love their receivers that can block. He blocks, but it's not aggressive. So I know that's something Vrabel is going to really clean up on him. Like, hey, get in there and block. Get in there and block. He got on the Julio for not blocking. So Treylon better strap up his boots and get ready for that tough love, because that's one thing that stood out to me on film. I was like, he's okay. And then sometimes his body comes out of his breaks. I love how he comes out of his breaks, but also I would like to see him a little bit aggressive. So that's just me. What about you, Hawk?
Man, that's a great breakdown. Facts, no paper. Treylon Burks. And then after I break my analysis down, we're actually going to show you video clips of Treylon Burks as well, too. So we got some footage as well to sort of go for what we're talking about. So Treylon Burks, this is a great pickup here. This was definitely a wide receiver draft, and we were lucky enough to grab one of those receivers. I mean, if you trade A.J. Brown, you got to have somebody in that place, right? And Treylon Burks, when you look at his size, he's 6'2", 225. So he's a big dude. What I liked about Treylon Burks is that he showed up against the big-time teams, a la Alabama, a la Texas A&M. Watch the tape on the Texas A&M game. He lit them up, man. And what I like a lot about what's that?
When they play Alabama?
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to show the clips when we played against Alabama. So what I like a lot about Treylon Burks, like you said, Jacques, there's going to be a lot of undue pressure on Treylon Burks, and I really hope the fans have that expectation that his rookie year, don't expect him to be A.J. Brown right up front. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he does better than that, that's cool, because in order to beat A.J. Brown, you know how many yards he has to average a game, bro, to get more yards than A.J. Brown? 63 yards a game. 63.
Wow.
So there's on ESPN just yesterday, there was an announcer that stated that he felt that, I'm trying to think who it was. If somebody knows, put it in the comment section, that he feels that Treylon Burks could be the rookie of the year. Because he would be in position to be that, especially if we don't sign another receiver. But Treylon Burks, a big strength of him is, again, he plays big in big games. And when he catches the ball, he has good upline speed. You know, he's not super fast, but he has good directional speed. He gets up the field. He don't waste a lot of time juking. He gets up the field, and he's a low. Like, he's not easy to tackle. He was number 4 in college football in yards after catch. Yards after catch as a wide receiver, okay? 10 yards after each catch is what he had. Number 4 in all of college football. That says a lot. That's A.J. Brown-esque, right? So we have a warrior at receiver, as you stated, got better every year, and he's hungry. He plays very, very well. I think a weakness of him as well is better route running. I want to see him use his feet more. He does a lot of striding off the line of scrimmage, you know, when he's running his routes. I didn't see a lot of film of him cutting up DBs at the line of scrimmage. You know, he believes a lot in his strength and his size, which is good. But same issue with A.J. Brown a lot of times too. Not a lot of movement up front, really beating DBs. You just throw him the ball, he can get the ball, and we'll show you in these clips. But I think that's a weakness of him. But I would just say lower the expectation. Treylon Burks not going to come in here and but I do think he can do something, man. So, all right, Stanley Wilson, what's up, man? What do you got on that shot?
$5 super chase says, I kind of think J. Rob was scared to re-sign AJ due to him missing some games, then having surgery on both knees. AJ is good, but we got to think about that. Hey, great. Like I said, we'll get into that when we talk about AJ. But hey, sure. Stanley, facts no paper, bro.
Absolutely. Stanley, do-do-do-do. Boom. Stanley Wilson in town, in the house.
Yes, sir. Here. Yes, sir.
Stanley, we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate
it, bro. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
We're going to show you all some video clip or so of Treylon Burks, you know what I'm saying, as far as what we're receiving as a receiver in our first round. I do feel that he will have a lot of opportunities here as either wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. He will get the opportunity to definitely make his play. So let's look at this. Now, there's audio here, so we can't really talk during this particular clip, but we'll show you what we got. This is against Alabama. Hold on a second here. All right, where is it at? Let's go. Boom.
Gotta hurry. He's going to go that way and got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Treylon Burks, can he make it all the way? He can. Touchdown, Arkansas.
It's a gutsy call from this Arkansas offense. 3 men to the bottom. It's 3-on-2. Neff says it's 1-on-1 to the top.
Now, y'all notice how he beat the DB. I'm going to show it just one more time. I'm going to show the whole clip, but I want to show you how he fights for the football against an NFL corner because this guy got drafted as well.
Gotta hurry. He's going to go that way and got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Treylon Burks, can he make it all the way? He can.
So that shows you right there, right, Jacques?
He's strong. He's strong. He, like I said, that's AJ Brown-esque. He, like, literally, AJ Brown's the same way. He's strong. He's very strong when it comes to certain style of DBs, right? Yeah. But the difference between him and AJ was a second-round pick, and in that particular Ole Miss offense, DK Metcalf was the focal point, right?
Yep.
In this offense, Treylon Burks is the focal point. So that's the difference between the two. How can it transfer to the NFL, right?
Yep.
So, and Bryce, you're right. I did hear about Treylon's with his shoulders. I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was his shoulder in that game or something with his arm or something. But he was hurt in that game, and you couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell at all.
Yeah. Agreed. I didn't know that, so that's new news to me. And Pick Wiggle, I want to know the same thing too. What numbers he gonna wear? Burks. 16 is available. You know what I'm saying? And 7 is available for Willis. So I do is whatever Willis, I'm gonna be rocking that jersey pretty soon. I might see me wearing that Willis jersey at some point. Maybe even the Treylon Burks jersey. We got plenty of Titan jerseys around here for sure, man.
Chest to shoulder. Yeah, that's what I thought. He was, man, I think the Alabama game was what I was really impressed with because it was against Alabama, right?
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Best of the best. Like if you can perform against the best of the best and make something and do something, you good, man.
That's right, dude. That's right. So what do y'all think of Treylon Burks from what you just seen and for what we've just told you all? Like, it's pretty spot on for what we're saying about Treylon Burks. And I was able to see about 2 games of him this past season. Again, we are in SEC country here in Nashville. So, the SEC is on TV all the time. We're able to see that. Jacques is He's talked a lot about the quarterback, even from Arkansas, throwing them the football, things like that. So Arkansas has some playmakers, and Treylon Burks was their number one guy for sure.
Hey, like he said, Arkansas has up and coming playmakers, guys. Just pay attention to Arkansas. They putting out some people next year. So definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So okay, all right. Well, that's Treylon Burks, folks. Treylon Burks, our number one pick, round 1, pick 18. So our second pick